Hey there folks, Lachlan here. So, gonna be doing I don't know, I guess you could sort of like a video talking about fanfiction that I've sort of been reading for the last while. A Song of Ice and Fire fanfiction. There's nothing wrong with reading fanfiction, in my personal opinion. This fanfiction itself is an okay fanfiction, in my own personal viewpoint. The Red Dawn... Not the Red Dawn, the Red Sickle. Sorry. The Red Sickle, a Marxist Leninist in Westeros. That is the title of the fanfiction. I will have it linked in the description below, as well as the author's page on fanfic.net. Also linked below. So if you want to check out the fanfiction, you can. There'll be in the description of the video. Personal viewpoint on the fanfiction, it's an okay fanfiction. The pacing, personally, is a bit all over the place. The quality of the writing can vary chapter to chapter. There's no insult towards the author. I'm not a professional writer, just to make that very clear. I am just someone who's interested in now, talking about fanfiction. I've just sort of been reading it on and off, sort of partially skim reading it, partially like you read bits and bobs of it, and it's like not reading it, not focusing on it in the entirety, just sort of reading. The fanfiction itself is very much a pro-communist fanfiction, by the way. So the whole Marxist Leninist in Westeros is basically a Chinese People Liberation Army soldier basically gets isekai'd into the body of a Westerosi peasant, and yeah, it takes the story from there. Revolution, a communist revolution that leads to a utopia. Fucking hell, fucking commie. But as I've just said, the story is very much a what you could call a commie wank, or a pro-communist piece of media. No judgment on the author for that. I'm pretty sure I've actually seen the fic on it was like an alternate history site. Before I found it on fanfiction.net. I've mostly just been reading it on fanfiction.net. I haven't put a review on it. Basically, it's okay. This is my first. I'll be going. This will be all over the place, by the way. Personal viewpoint. It's, as I've already said, it's not a bad fic, but it's also got its own problems. Like I've already mentioned, the pacing, the writing. There are occasionally words are misspelt. But this is also, I'm pretty sure, the author's first fic, I guess you could say first go with this. And it is very much a alternate history type of piece of media. It also reads at some points like a documentary, like a report, a documentary, that sort of thing. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're into say a fic that sort of has a alternate history, you're reading like a documentary, like you're reading a report or a documentary or a manuscript of a documentary or something like that, where it's not really from the perspective of the individual, it's more like a overview, and that can work for fan fiction, where it is more like a report or an overview of the events in the story. Like you're reading the events of the story have already happened, you could say. That's kind of how it feels like sometimes, where, as I've just said, it's like a documentary. We already know what's going to happen, but it's just written that type of style. And there's nothing wrong with that style, just to make that very clear. There ain't nothing wrong with it. With that style. Now, the fanfiction itself is very much, it's in A Song of Ice and Fire, which is very much, some would say, a pro-monarchist. Not really a pro-monarchist because the author, but more or less the perspective we get is from the monarchy or from the royalty, instead of gaining a perspective from the lower class. And it's very much, the story itself, you could say, is very heavily influenced by Marxist Leninist writings. So it's very much an ideological fanfiction. Whether or not that reflects the author's personal viewpoint politically is, I don't know. If he's a communist, he's a communist. If he's not, he's not. At least it's not a bashing. At least it's not a fucking communist bashing fic. At least it's not attacking someone's beliefs. It is very much supporting the belief of those who are communist and Marxist, Leninists, Juche, just the extremists of the left wing. Also having a coffee. How long is swooping up? Okay, 5 minutes. As you can tell, I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't see jack fuckity shit. So yeah, if I have to occasionally get really close to the camera, to the phone camera, I will, because I can't see jack diddly fucking shit. Yeah, my eyes are fucked. Anyway, and now the computer's turned off, I'm going back. Anyway, computer turned off, went on screensaver. Great, now I've changed, whatever. There. I might also do more videos like this. I might also do some videos, talking about ideology. Oh, also, one part of the fanfiction is basically the combination of religion and, communism. A very interesting idea. Doesn't really work when you think of the doctrine, but then again, these ideologies like communism, fascism, National Socialism, they're very much pragmatic ideologies. They will, or depending upon the individual, they are pragmatic and they will change for the ideological scenario, or for the scenario of the ideology where change is a necessary thing. Because, for example, with Maoism and current day China, the current day Chinese communist ideology is, it went through a period of evolution, facts through truth, I think is the way it's called. Basically, that's why like China's like a somewhat capitalized system where it's like a state-run capitalism, you could call it. What the capitalism element is supporting the party and the nation. Anyway, I almost like make an entirely separate view. I'm going to be getting into politics sooner or later. Figured I'd do it sooner and just do it for fun, because fuck it. No point me not getting into politics. And yeah, I guess you all have a great day. I'll be uploading the video soon, and yeah, if you want to read a fic about fanfiction about, well, a Marxist Leninist in Westeros and a Song of Ice and Fire, that's something original. Kinda, sorta. Actually, yeah, it is. Not the fact. Anyway, that is sort of actually an original idea when it comes to I think, when it comes to fanfiction, for A Song of Ice and Fire, because you don't really see like communist or fascist. Although again, most websites wouldn't allow a fascist take or a National Socialist take on their platform. Communist, socialist, other such ideologies, for sure. They'll fucking accept it and promote it. Okay, they won't promote it. The thing will be fucking buried in minutes and will most likely not gain anywhere half the attention some fanfiction get. Add in that most ideologues don't really write the best, well, fanfiction. That's no insult towards anyone who is an ideologue who writes because of ideology. If you do that, good for fucking you, mate. Really, it's the case. Good for you. If you want to write about an ideological take on something, fucking do it. Do it. You have my support. Fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? It gets taken down? Yeah, fucking hell. That happens every fucking day. That's the truth. What gets taken down every fucking day? I go on and try to rant about fanfiction. And just fanfiction culture in general. I have my own problems with it. Like, everyone will have problems with some part of fanfiction. The Song of Ice and Fire community, fuck, the amount of times they've written the equivalent of commit mass genocide against inter-ethnic group, and by inter-ethnic group, I mean like the Ironborn, the Dothraki, the Dornish. Insert genocide about this group. Because they're degenerates, they're ironborn or pirate raiders, so who gives two fucks if you murder a man, woman, and child? No one cares. What the fuck? What the fuck? Anyway, it's like, you read a fanfic, like, I'm pretty sure one part in the story that I'm talking about, the Red Sickle, Marxist Westeros, a Marxist Leninist in Westeros. Fucking hell, I fucked that. I fucked that title up. But in all seriousness, so like, I'm pretty sure at one point that in the story that I'm talking about, the author goes with, hey, yeah, we're going to commit mass fucking genocide, just murder all the nobility, for all the ethnic groups. Because, yeah, that makes sense. Destroy the administrative capability of your nation. That will totally work out fine, right? Right? No, it doesn't. Alright, sorry, I'm getting very political. This type video is political. Fucking hell. But in all seriousness, so, there's nothing, like, people write what the fuck they want to write. There's been fanfiction of self-insert character doing horrible fucking shit, and the story can be really well written, but the ideas it promotes, or the ideas that it talks about, can be really fucking rotten. Like, really fucked. There are fanfiction out there that write really shitty ideas, but sometimes it's supported because, well, it's well written. At least you can't make casual fanfiction. Well, you can in some cases, but it's indirect monetary acquaintance, you could say. That's one hell of a way of gaining a donation, because you write good fanfiction. Even if you write controversial shit. If you write controversial shit, you gain attention. You wanna know why? Because when you piss off a lot of people, people go to your channel. Kind of like Beyond Defined, actually. But a lot of people, you know, they pay attention. Oh, this guy writes a lot of controversial shit. This guy writes a lot of shit that fucking ticks people off. Yeah, if you do that, you might gain attention, but also you most likely won't gain attention. You need to piss off the right people. And or be a jackass. If you be a jackass, you'll be called one. So if you act like a bit of a jackass, a bit of a wanker, yeah, you're gonna get called that. There's no two ways about it, especially with fanfiction, especially with communities. Don't be a jackass, okay? We clean bites. Don't be a jackass. Don't be a jackass because having bad publicity is worse than good publicity. If you have bad publicity, or if you have a bad reputation, people will judge you for that reputation. That's kind of like what was happened with Wrestling Otaku. I'm gonna not mince my words here. I'm also gonna make an entirely separate video about Wrestling Otaku. Now, if I do make that video, it ain't gonna be an insulting one. It's gonna be me talking honestly about his reputation, how the fact that he's pretty much a lolcow. And to those that don't know, a lolcow is someone who is viewed at because they make you laugh. Yeah, you laugh at someone, how that person's pretty fucking funny, not because they're actually funny, but because they look like such an idiot that it makes you laugh at them. That's a really bad reputation to have, especially because you will have a dedicated audience of haters, and they will never leave you, and they will fucking stalk you for all intents and fucking purposes. Anyway, that's an entire rant for another day. Anyway, you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.